I was asked about the law of attraction or bringing things to us. And there's a lot I could say, so let me see if I can make this concise based on my understanding and personal experience. More often than not, I've heard the law of attraction is what you envision or what you think is creating the reality. So my thoughts create my reality. And I found that that's a small portion of it. It's almost like looking at the tip of the iceberg. The bigger piece underneath, there are the corresponding beliefs, which are thoughts, and their corresponding feelings. So let's just say I want a car. So I say or speak, I'm going to have a new car, or I want a new car, or I see myself driving in a new car. Wonderful. Now, what do I believe about that? If I believe I'm worthy of a new car, if I believe that the new car is mine, that'll produce one track. If my thought is or belief is it's going to take too much work to get the new car, or right now isn't the time for the new car, then that may delay the car from coming, or it may just cancel out the thought. Thought is, I see myself in a new car. The belief is, I can't have it today. So you've either delayed the time that it's going to take for the new car to show up, or you've canceled it out. It's like I like ordering every once in a while from one of the food apps, right? So if I go in and say, here's the meal that I want, and then go back and cancel it, there's no surprise that it doesn't show up at my door. But if I go in and I say, this is the meal I want, and I'm willing to pay that price, and I hit enter, then eventually it shows up. So the same thing with the law of attraction. The thing that I'll offer that works for me is I play in how would I feel today in this right now moment if I already had the new job or the new relationship or the new car or the new house or whatever it is that you desire. If you can answer that question, how would I feel in this right now moment if I already had the new car? Oh, I'd feel delighted, or I'd feel relieved, or I'd feel happy. Then allow yourself to be happy now. The reason for that is sometimes we plant a seed. Sometimes the seed we're planting isn't just the thought, right? Like the seed of, I want a new car. Well, if the feeling is, I can't have it, or it's going to take too much time or too work, or it's going to be too hard, or it'll never materialize, that's really what you're planting. So that you're getting, takes too long, you're growing, it's going to be hard, you're nurturing, it can't happen quickly for me. Or you may be nurturing, it's going to cost more than I can afford. That's the seed you've really planted. So you want to be mindful that if you envision a new car or a new job or something, make sure that you believe that you can have it. Make sure that you believe that it's possible. And then check in with the feeling. If you feel delighted or if you feel encouraged, then the feelings and the thoughts align, and that gives you a straighter path to it growing. So it's kind of like planting a seed in soil that you never nurture, or soil that has a high acidic level. It's going to kill the seed or delay the germination process. So if the seed is a new car and the soil is criticism or judgment or disbelief, no wonder it won't show up. So in short fashion, the law of attraction isn't just about what you think and believe, it's also how do you feel? And if when the feeling aligns with the thoughts, then it makes its way to you, and you won't need to manipulate circumstances and people to get it. It will just show up. When the thought and the feelings don't align, that's when we lean to our own understanding. It's like if there's a person that you want to get to meet and you start asking people about that person and passing notes, tell them to pass it to that person, and then you try to sit around that person more and smile harder, that's an attempt to manipulate. So the law of attraction doesn't require that we manipulate. It requires that what we think, what we believe, and how we feel all align. When that happens, then you've planted the seed into rich, nurturing soil, and you're nurturing it with love-based feelings. I feel elated, I feel grateful, I feel open, I feel vulnerable, I feel present. That nurtures it and it allows it to grow or come to you in its own time. I hope that supports you. Law of attraction is a tricky one. I'm still playing with it. But while you play with it, as always, be gentle with yourself.